Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
All right. So, tomorrow.
Oh, hang on. I am having anxiety about this whole process.
Yeah, we use our phones too much, as in China and I. You might too, I don't know. But so what? Who cares? What's the big deal? Get off my case. Me? Well, based on what I read and what I notice, it probably affects our moods, our sleep, not China's, she sleeps like a brick and that doesn't make me mad at all, our relationship with each other, our relationship with our daughter, my relationship with the integrity of my pants pocket, and our time. So, we're quitting the internet entirely. Nope, we did that once already for a month, and it was great, but we kind of went back to our old habits. This time, I'm actually interested in doing something more sustainable, something that we can continue to possibly do forever. So we're not gonna be quite as extreme this time. What? You're not quitting your phones entirely? This is bullshit! It's not about just doing something that's really hard. It's never about being hard, depending on what you're doing. But on this channel, that's not what it's about. It's always about just trying to improve our lives. So basically, we're dumbing down our smartphones. We're deleting all of the things off of our smartphones that suck our time away, that really draw us in. But not everything on a phone is bad. So we're keeping the things that are not problematic. What are some of those unproblematic things?
I'm gonna keep my workout app, Maps.
We got an electric car. I'm gonna leave all of our charger locators, but it's not like I spend a lot of time scrolling those apps.
I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just looking at
Just
where
looking
the
where the
chargers are.
chargers are.
You know, stuff like that. But what are the time sucks?
What would you say are the 3 things that you spend the most time doing on your phone?
Twitter. I love Twitter. I get drawn into it way too much, and I will take in information like, yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, this is valuable. And then I'll set it down and I'll forget everything.
Not to mention, people can be kind of angry on there. Have you noticed? Including me, and that affects my mood. And it's also completely unintentional entertainment, meaning when I go on there, I have no idea what I'm looking for. In fact, I'm not looking for anything. It's like saying, hey, algorithm and random thoughts from strangers, please tell me how to feel and what to think. Thank you. I don't need to take that around with me everywhere on my phone. Next one.
YouTube Creator app.
Now, the YouTube Studio is very useful. I can check on the latest comments from you guys. In fact, leave one right now and I will check on it. Oh wait, I'll have to put the video up first. Also, it's still not on my phone. And I can check analytics and see how a video is doing, but having a constant meter of how good I'm doing with me at all times is just very detrimental to my mental health. It's like saying, hey, algorithm and random reactions from strangers, please validate my existence. Thank you. Why would I want to carry that around with me everywhere? Next one.
I do the New York Times Spelling Bee. I do Wordle. I do Quordle.
And those are actually just fun, but can be distracting, so I'm not going to carry them around with me everywhere. Next one.
Random Googling of things I want to know.
It is fun to learn random trivia, but it isn't necessarily fun to go down rabbit holes of existential terror, which can be a common occurrence. Also, it's like saying, hey, most popular answer to a question posed by millions of random strangers, I will treat you as fact and base my feelings on you. Thank you! Moving on.
There are a few days there where I got sucked into TikTok.
All of the things I said for Twitter, but for TikTok. Moving on.
And Reddit.
All the things I said about Twitter, but for Reddit. Although Reddit's not really a problem for me. But for China...
Definitely number 1 is Reddit. 8 different subreddits. I quit all my other social media last year. I have not let go of Reddit. I feel like I'm missing things if I'm not checking it, even though the vast majority of things have been of no consequence to my life.
And what you're really missing is your delightful husband and your delightful daughter.
Who?
Okay.
You are delightful.
No.
I can't wait to get to know you.
Thank you.
Other things China does too much on the phone?
Looking at the weather.
Fun. It's like saying, hey, atmosphere, tell me about what you're gonna do with clouds and temperature and level of storm. And I don't know, I don't look at the weather very much. Next.
Check my calendar or I'll go into my email kind of obsessively. I'm like a crow that's collected a bunch of shiny things and they're all just like sitting there and I just want to like check on them and make sure they're all where I think that they are.
Ever seen The Crow? Unrelated, but it's pretty great.
Not The Crow 2, though.
Anyway, what do we hope will happen?
I have 2 hopes. It leads to me reading more books. And 2, that I am more present when you or Ada is in the room.
2 hopes. 1 is that it leads to me reading more books. And 2 is that I'm more present when you or Ada are in the room.
Oh my God, marry me.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And there's also a worry.
I'm worried that like maybe we'll both just flock to our computers all the time. I just had a flashback to college. We lived in very small places. Hey, come look at this. And we'd go look at each other's computers because we didn't have smartphones.
I'm gonna personally just ban myself from Reddit on the computer in addition to not going on Reddit on the phone.
Good idea. That inspires me to personally continue using Twitter on the computer. It's gonna be fine. I'm just trying to find sustainable ways to do this forever. And I'm not gonna quit Twitter forever. I'm just gonna use it on my computer. Sorry I got so angry. What am I, Twitter? Okay, before we get into the challenge, it is time to thank the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. This video talks a lot about how the internet can negatively affect your mental health. It can cause anxiety, depression, stress, feeling overwhelmed. But the internet also can be good to find people who can help you. BetterHelp is a great place to do that. They offer licensed therapists that are trained to listen to you and help you. China has used them.
BetterHelp is really great. I knew that I needed to be in therapy, but the barrier to entry was so great. Google therapists in my area. Everybody has wait lists. We're all having mental breakdowns because of the pandemic. Made the account on BetterHelp, matched me with a therapist almost instantaneously. And then that therapist was amazing. Very, very helpful. I feel so much freer and like a weight is lifted at the end of every appointment.
You can talk to them in a private online environment at your convenience, not my convenience. Although I'd really appreciate it if you took into consideration my convenience. And it's a broad range of expertise, more than 20,000 therapists in their network. So you can get the type of help that might not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist that can help you in less than 48 hours. And then you schedule video and phone sessions, plus you can exchange unlimited messages. And everything you share is completely confidential. And you can request a new therapist at any time, no additional charge. Just click the link below and get matched with someone who will listen and help, and get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/WheezyWaiter. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Now, back to our phone journey. No phone journey. No smartphone journey. Well, dumbed down smartphone journey. Well, first, use our phones one last time. Then we were ready to begin the challenge.
Feels good. This feels really good.
So this morning I had a moment where China and Ada were not in the room and I had nothing to do. And then I did nothing. I thought about stuff for a while, uninterrupted. It's sad that seems like a rarity, but it felt very nice. And then I grabbed a book. I immediately love this.
You were saying?
I just feel really content. Just like now. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes and I feel really relaxed. I think I can feel my attention span coming back.
The longest reading of a book in one sitting I've done is as long as I can remember, which is really sad. I love it. I love doing this. I have no urge to look at the internet right now at all.
I still find myself like picking up my phone and unlocking it reflexively. Just realize like there's nothing to do here. Life just feels better. This is gonna be so obvious for people who don't have an addiction problem with their phone. Yeah, duh. I took Ada to the park today. It was just so much easier to be really present. I feel like I'm obviously way more engaged. I got engaged.
You're married.
To life.
Well, I guess I'll get the divorce papers.
Yeah,
I had them ready.
Can you grab me a pen too?
Oh, sure thing. I'd often find myself standing around in the house and be like, what is this feeling? Is this boredom? And it just felt nice.
Really deeply enjoying just sitting, just fully invested in the experience of existing in that moment.
Sometimes I think like, is the news slowed down or am I just not paying attention to it? Thank you for talking with me.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Anything you would like to promote? Subscribe to WheezyWaiter.
Oh, subscribe or whatever. Don't go on Twitter.
No, at WheezyWaiter on Twitter.
Yeah, never go to Twitter.
I still go there.
Never go there.
Okay, do a newsletter every Tuesday.
Two's Better newsletter, but don't find it on Twitter. What is this about?
This is about no smartphone at home.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a coffee update. I was like, it's been longer than that.
How do you feel?
This is obviously way better and I feel better and I'm happier.
This is like one of the best things we've ever done.
Yeah, I get the feeling this time I'm making a lifestyle change that is gonna stick.
I've forgotten that we're doing it. I'm just like naturally...
Just not really, yeah.
I'm not looking at my phone.
Yeah.
I'm reading a ton. I'm almost through that massive book that you're making me read.
I'm also almost through the massive book that I'm making me read now.
Yeah, although I'm really enjoying the book as well. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you made me read it.
Oh, same. Same to me about me.
I probably talk to you more often, which might be a negative for you.
But oh, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. Just do it so often.
Yeah. What was I even doing on my phone? It doesn't feel like anything is missing.
No.
Well, when we quit completely last time, it did feel like things were missing because we just weren't using the internet at all.
And it was like hard to accomplish things sometimes. Now it's like, okay, if I need to look up something, I can do it on my computer, or I can use certain things on my phone.
And I'll just do it later.
Yeah.
Rather than look it up now and then go down a rabbit hole. What did he do?
He just didn't yield.
Well, he was in a hurry.
Yeah. I could
probably
tell
had-
by how he revved his engine as he pulled away.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's the symbol. Yeah. Hey, what was I saying?
You still talking?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
So now we're on day of no phones at home.
I mean, but are we? Was it supposed to continue after the month?
I don't know. It's continuing for me, pretty much.
Continuing for me. I'm perfect and I'm never on my phone.
Wait, did I just talk? 'Cause I wasn't feeling my lips move, but I did. It did sound
I heard your
like-
voice. I'm perfect and I'm never on my phone. I don't know. I'm back to doing like the Wordle and the Quirtle and the Octortle
And
and the Duo Trigordle.
And?
Reading the news on New York Times.
Oh, I thought there was another Wordle. I guess not.
Yes, there are other Wordles. I thought maybe she was doing other Wordles. Not that there aren't any other Wordles.
I'm not back to Wordle on my phone or the New York Times spelling bee on my phone.
The reason I went back to Wordle on my phone is because you said, I think I'm going to go back to doing Wordle on my phone.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
I like to mess with you.
Yeah.
Maybe at one day I did do Wordle on my phone. Maybe.
Oh, you definitely did.
Not doing the TikToks, not doing the Twitters, not doing the Reddits. And I'm going on Twitter in general way less, even when I'm at my computer.
Still not going on Reddit on my phone. And I'm going very little on my computer.
Whenever I grab my phone, I'm much more conscious of it. Why am I looking at my phone now? And then I'll just put it away.
I do that too.
When we first quit, it was a very profound change for you. Do you still feel that?
Yeah, it's settling into normalcy now.
Mm-hmm.
Back then I was just like, the sky is blue. The flowers are so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And now you're like, sky's blue. I got it. Flowers are beautiful.
Flowers,
Meh. Why does everything have to go back to a normal? Why can't it always be wonderful?
I don't know.
So now we're on day. So you're using Reddit less.
Significantly. Also not going to my computer as much.
I ended up just using Twitter less, checking my email less, doing everything less often.
The lack of immediate access that's a big thing. It's very easy to be like, boop, do, 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 do.
Wait,
but if you
can
have
you do that again?
Boop, do, 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 do.
Okay, good.
But if you have to go to your computer and you're not already in front of your computer, there's that like a hurdle. And I don't like hurdles.
You're more of a 100-meter dash kind of gal.
I'm not really in any kind of dash. I'll take like a dash of sea salt.
Dash of bitters in my old fashioned. Oh, we're quitting that for a year though. Did you feel like you were missing anything?
Say again?
Did you feel like you were missing anything?
Not really.
The news that I would normally take in, I guess I just didn't really need to know, or I didn't need to know it immediately. Did you feel more present with your family?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we talked more.
We both kind of had the habit when we're together with Ada, one person is interacting with her directly and then the other person is on like a phone break. I don't mind if she sees me like distracted doing something else, but I would rather see me reading a book.
Do you feel like you're still doing that?
The phone has definitely crept back in. And I'm still not like on Reddit on my phone, but I'm playing word games or looking at the New York Times. That's pretty much all I do on my phone, but it's still easy for me to like somehow fill up significant amounts of time.
I'm definitely using it less. I haven't brought back the apps that I deleted. I'm definitely back to playing word games on my phone, and occasionally we'll have bouts of Twitter in the browser. And every time I do look at Twitter or something, I'm very conscious of it. A ticking clock goes off in my brain.
Definitely improvement over where it was before we started this. The more we repeat this same sort of challenge, the closer I'll get to it being a forever thing.
Yeah. And if I make videos about them, it just makes it a lot easier to repeat the same ideas than come up with new ideas. So, great.
Join us next month for our challenge, quitting our phone for 30 days.
And then after that, we're going to attempt to make our phones be less intrusive for 30 days. And then after that, we're going to change the spelling of the word phone and use an F instead of a PH for 30 days.
That sounds fun.
That's all.
Thank you for watching. If you're looking for ways to be drawn back into the internet, I have been doing more videos on my second channel, Wheezy News, lately, very much in the old style WheezyWaiter, way back in 2009-2010 days. I also put a subscribe button for this channel. In our previous video, China and I talked to each other using the Ford method of conversation, which is supposed to be for small talk, but I thought we'd try it as a married couple. And YouTube thinks you'll like that video. But also, pay attention to how much you're using the internet and, your mental health. I'll just try to remain useful to you in small doses.